Hi, I'm Mike from Slug Slingers. Welcome to the channel. In this video, I'm basically preparing for the upcoming weekend's hunt. I'm going to be using Knock Out Slugs 0.217, 25.39 grain. These slugs has a lot of weight difference between them. I've weighed them from 25 to 25.8 grain. But this tin will be unsalted, and the tin that I'm going to be hunting with the weekend will also be unsalted. So 142 bar second regulator pressure. My first regulator pressure I leave at as high as possible at 200 bar. My bottle pressure at this stage was 239.1. Now that the regulator pressure of 142 is perfect for that bottle pressure to release that slug at 930 feet per second. So what I found, especially when you're hunting, if you leave a regulator to creep up too high, you're gonna have a point of impact shift because the speed is gonna change. And at higher bottle pressures, say 240 to 247, if I release at 143 bar for instance, I'll get only 908 roundabout feet per second instead of the 930. So I got to release at that higher pressures. I got to release at 142.5 bar to achieve 930. That was interesting. And as the bottle pressure goes lower, as in let's say 230 to 220, I got to release at 140.3 bar regulator pressure to achieve 930. For instance, if I have 200 bar bottle pressure and I release at 137.6, I achieve 953 feet per second. That's 1 MOA difference at 150 meters. That means you're going to be aiming for the body, you're going to hit the pigeon or dove in the head. So basically you've got to either release at the correct regulator pressure for the bottle pressure, or you've got to hold under or over for, depending on the regulator pressure. So after shooting, I saw I was shooting a little bit higher after releasing at the correct pressure. So I tuned the BC to 0.095 instead of what the tin says, 0.084. So I used 0.095. As you can see, I adjusted the turret to 24.3 basically. Instead of the 24.9. these shots I released at the correct pressures, and others I held over or under, depending on what the bottle pressure was and in relation to the regulator pressure. The wind was also giving me a bit of issues, changing in direction and in speed, so I had to check that flag the whole time, making it a little bit difficult. The wind was changing on that shot. I didn't realize it suddenly turned to the right, and I think it increased the speed as well. So I missed it. I missed the whole gong to the right. Yes, it was making it a little bit more difficult. Imagine that same wind and you're trying 300 meters. It will make a big difference. The weather started changing. There was scattered thunder showers when I was trying this 310 meter. I was trying my luck in that area. So the rain was approaching, the wind started picking up in speed. As you will see, it was made it very difficult. .25 MOA. .50 MOA. And now dialing up to 61.3 MOA. Some of these were pushed. This is at 300 meters, but I only got around about 10 on target. Some of them were pushed around about 16 MOA to the right, and then something like 4 MOA to the left. So out of about 50 or more shots, I only got 10 on. The wind was just changing too much. And some of the knockout slugs lying about. What's left of them. That is it, end of video. Thanks for watching. The next video is going to be the hunting video using these knockout slugs at 930 feet per second. But for the first time I'm going to be using Eagle Vision scope mount with a GoPro Hero 7 Black. I'm actually still setting up that scope mount. It takes some time to get that thing in focus. But anyways, looking forward to much better footage. Hope you will join. Until later, thanks for watching.